NBA sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Atlanta, Georgia, where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside the beautiful Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today we've got an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
"22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway from Atlanta. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, a formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
On play action, Cousins.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for, but this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. This is taken at about the 14. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Louisville.
Tell you what, partner, he might just be a rookie, but he certainly looks the part of a veteran NFL starter, and he carries himself like one leading the offense out there. In a lot of ways, he is advanced as a first-year quarterback, and he came in and was right at home with this offense.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Now he'll tuck this and run.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll go play action with Shuck.
Little short pass here to Hill. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Straight ahead, Estime.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 4th down, the Saints' new man for 2025, Kai Kroger on to punt.
Back deep is a very dangerous Mike Hughes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. To start it out, Robinson.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Caught out left side by Robinson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Estime. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
That's good for a Saints. First down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
Straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. We'll get that complete to Vele.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Juwan Johnson from 17 yards out. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Now the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Looking to put a drive together. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Now Cousins sets up the screen to Robinson. And he goes out right around the 39. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Here's Cousins. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They go play action. Cousins. And complete to Drake London. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
16 more yards.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down. 1st and 10.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Throwing, Cousins.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
It's a gain of 2. And the Falcons first.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
3rd and goal for Cousins.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it, because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looking to put a drive together.
Throwing, Shuck. There's Chris Olave.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On the give, it's Estime.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
To throw is Shuck. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
That's good for a Saints first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Saints first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action, Shuck. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Shuck now to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Now Shuck. Open man is tipped in.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw now, Shuck.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Saints first down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Saints.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here's Shuck.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, a 16-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Falcons 3.
That time a 9-play drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw, Cousins. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now Cousins.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
And 4 at the 47-yard line.
Cousins.
Got a man. It's London.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 42. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1.
Again, it's Robinson. A beautiful fake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's another Falcons.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run the draw here with Robinson. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Now a 2nd and 6.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And the Falcons, first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Robinson again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. Cousins now. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
David Stills
from a yard out.
And the Falcons take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
4th and goal, the defense needed one more stand. They couldn't get it.
I just wonder if they were thinking heavy run here in that situation instead of being able to play the pass, and they were beaten on that possession.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Dances by him.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. They'll get this out to Kamara.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 11.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his man. That's Vele. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
They'll hand it to Estime.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Following the interception, Cousins.
That's complete to Mooney.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Darnell Mooney. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half.
Bradley Pinion
set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Estime once more.
And some room to run now.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Shuck. Olave over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Estime.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for the Saints. First down.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll go play action with Shuck. That is caught by Velo.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yardage, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave
From 17 yards out.
And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score.
So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
They begin the drive with Robinson.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run again here with Robinson.
And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action now. Cousins.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Here's Cousins.
Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A first carry for Tyler Algier.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Throwing is Cousins. And that is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon, and that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Robinson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Cousins to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
Looking to put a drive together.
First down, here's Esteman.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
70 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And the Saints, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Play action. Shuck. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing, Shuck. This one taken in by Olave.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs.
Working out of the gun here, Shuck. Open man has tipped him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
That's good for a Saints first down. A gain of 19 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
To throw is Shuck.
And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
To throw now, Shuck.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Now Shuck.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Falcons 10.
A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And a dump off here to Robinson. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz,
and the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll score on a 36-yard punt, and it will be Falcon football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Looking to put a drive together. Cousins now.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw is Cousins.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he'll get this up to the 43.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Cousins.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Cousins.
Got a man, it's London.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
47-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. To throw, Cousins. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Straight ahead, Estime. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Olave over the middle.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Here comes Estime.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Chuck now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A gain of 7. First down, New Orleans.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A nice gain of 21 yards.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll try it with Estime.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Audric Estime
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Saints have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
This pass is caught by London.
And he's brought down.
It's a gain of
Given
16
back-to-back
yards.
catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, it's Cousins. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Throw left side, there's London. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. Fourth down. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.